Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. My first ever video will probably be my worst video, so I'm sorry for the quality of this video, but today I'll be showing you my favorite deck, and that's Orcust. Orcust has always had a thing in my heart. I love the lore, the whole World Chalice. I started with the World Chalice, but once Orcust came out, I was like, man, this is amazing. Sadly, it's not the best meta contender right now, but that doesn't matter because I'm still going to profile this deck because this deck is pretty insane. Let's go ahead and get on with the profile. Alrighty, for starters, you run the triple Orcust Mech Knight. It's pretty good. It's a Foolish Burial with a token extender if it's the only monster on field. And what you do with the token, you link it away for lib and then do shenanigan combos with it from there. Next, all right, for the rest of the engine, double Nightmare, double Symbol, and the Brass Bombard. So with the Brass Bombard, you could opt to cut it if you want to. I like it. This one is a special one from hand. This one's a special one from grave. And this one lets you dump another one and gain attack. Finishing the Orcust engine, we run double Wand. Wand is really basic. Banished from graveyard to special summon an Orcust monster that is banished. That's pretty good. Opt to run maybe one if you want to, but I like it at 2. Next off, we're running the Scrap Recycler engine. So we run 3 Scrap Recycler, 1 Golem, and 1 Rosenix. It's alright. You could opt to play Jangers instead, but I like the engine. I like Scrap Wyvern. It's really good. It helps me with the combo that I have with Platinum Gadget, which is pretty great. I'll showcase that at the end of the video, but you could opt to play Dangers. I absolutely like it. Next, we run the Dark Warriors with the Rhoda. I like it. I love Grepher more than Armageddonite. I'd rather search for Grepher before searching for Armageddonite because of how many extenders we have in this deck. So yeah, just a key note on that. Go for Grepher more than Armageddonite. For hand traps, this is, you could change it up to what you want, but I like it like this. I run triple Phantasmic and triple Desperado Barrel Dragon. The reason why I'm running Phantasme and Desperado, they're level 7, so you could discard for the Grepher special summon, or you could do their own effects. So with these ones, if your opponent link summons, you could special summon it, then draw up to the number of link monsters you control, and then put one back. You like this especially whenever you have Golem in hand, and you need it back in deck. Also, if your opponent targets cards you control, you can discard 1 card from your hand to negate the effect. So with Desperado, its effect is pretty nifty. If a face-up Dark Machine would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this from the hand. During the battle phase, you could flip 3 coins and you could target monsters on the field. They don't have to be your opponents, which it's pretty nifty if you have Dingirsu to detach to do more plays, but you target 3 to destroy, and if you land 3 heads, you draw a card. Also, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you could search itself again. So if this gets discarded, you add the other one. We run the 2, so there's no third. If you like this card, I'd run the 3rd, but I like it at 2. And for our final engine, we're running the Dragoons package. It's Dragoons. It's really good. It's really good negate. It's really good board presence. It's Dragoons. That's all I really have to say about Dragoons. For Orcust spells and traps, we run the Return, the 2 returns, the Babble, and the Crescendo. Always go for Babble when you got the Galatea, but if you already have Babble in hand, go for either the Crescendo, or if you have a Orcust monster in hand and you really want to get rid of it, go for this. This is a Pot of Greed. But yeah, this is standard. I wouldn't run the 3rd. I think 2 is alright. It's good like at 2, so this is pretty nifty. I wouldn't change anything about this. For our lib target, we have the One World Legacy Succession. It's a Monster Reborn, but you need a Link Monster. So it's really good when you have the one card lib extending hand. So it's really good. For draw power, to alert, I don't really need the third because we already have the Orcust card. So this at 2 is fine. Alright, for our next spells, we run triple enemy controller. So you could replace this with Imperm. The reason why I'm playing enemy controller is because we want our stuff engraved, and we have so many token extensions. Stealing your opponent's monsters and baiting out the negates are really good. So this is a pretty good card. It's not a once per turn, so you could tribute your token, then tribute your Mech Knight, and then this will just be in hand. But yeah, this is a pretty busted card. For our one-ofs, we have the one Fool's Burial, the one Duster, the one Called By, the one Monster Reborn. You could take out the Called By and the Monster Reborn, do whatever. I like this because we really don't have any spell or trap destruction, and this is an absolute free dump. So this is really needed. This is not. So you could take this out if you need to. Alrighty, now onto our extra deck. We have 2 Galatea. I only have the one ulti, which is pretty sad, but Galatea is bae. Galatea is literally kind of the center of this whole Orcust combo. Galatea to shuffle a banished monster to set a spell or trap is probably busted. So this is pretty much, you either run 2 or 3. If you run the 1, it's like, what are you doing, bro? Next, we are running 2 Dingirsu. Dingirsu, you could use an Orcust Link Monster to XC summon it. Use overlay, put it on top of the Link Monster, and when it's summoned, you could either do one of the 2 effects. So one, you could send a card your opponent controls, which is non-targeting, and the other is you could attach a banished machine monster to this card, which is really, really insane too. Also, it has its very own protection, so if on anything that you control. So if, let's say, any cards you get destroyed, like a spell or trap, you can detach to protect. It's not a once per turn of protection, which is really, really nice, but it's a once, you can only special summon this card once per turn, which is, it's sad, but it's pretty busted, so you need a 2 of at least. Ending the Orcust lineup in the extra deck is a Longirsu. Longirsu is alright. It's a slower version of Dingirsu. You shuffle 2 banished machines to send 1 linked monster your opponent controls to the graveyard, and then if it's co-linked, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So it used to be a Topologic Bomber and Longirsu. You special summon something from Topologic Bomber, and this wouldn't be destroyed, and it was a pretty insane loop. But yeah, it's a one of now. It's Alright, for our Link 1s, we have Link Rebo. It's the only Link 1. It's for the Brass Bombard Link. And for the token is Link 1. So it's there. Pretty good for, combo plays and extension. For the Link 2s, we have Lib, Squab Wyvern, Gadget, and Masquerena. This right here is, for the combo. This right here is for Nightmare Unicorn, which I really don't go into Nightmare Unicorn a lot. I end on Verte more, but if you want, what you could do is you could link this away for a Link 4 during the combo for Appaloosa, and the Appaloosa wouldn't be destroyed by card effects, which is pretty nice. Alrighty, for the Masquerena, we have the Unicorn, Zeraboros, and the Appaloosa. Appaloosa you could either Masquerena into, or you could combo it into, making it like the 5th summon, so you would be able to negate Nibiru. Zeraboros for, the Gizmek special summon, and this for the shuffling the card, which is pretty busted. And our last 2 extra deck cards is, you know, the Dragoons package, the Dragoons, this thing. I don't think it will be banned soon, but I don't know. I wouldn't hope on, you know, making things like that. If you don't want to play Dragoons, you could put this as needle fiber and this as an access code, making it much more better for when you're trying to end the games, and this for whenever you're trying to make combos. But I like the Dragoons in here. So alrighty, for this combo, it's a 2-card combo. You have Mech Knight and Scrap Recycler. So what you do, you summon Mech Knight. Mech Knight effect to dump the wand. Then its other effect, since it's the only monster, this is dumped in graveyard. I just have it here so you guys see. Its effect to special summon a token. These 2, you link them off for the Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget effect is you could special summon a level 4 or lower machine from hand. So this is where you special summon the Recycler. Once Scrap Recycler is summoned, you dump Rosenix from graveyard and use Rosenix effect to banish it to summon a token. So you use these 2, linking the token and the Recycler. For the Wyvern, you use Wyvern's effect to special summon a Scrap from graveyard, special summoning the Recycler, then destroying it. Then use its other effect to special summon a Golem from deck and popping the Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget in graveyard activates, special summoning a gadget monster from deck, meaning we summon the gadget. So knowing that there should be no hand traps going through right now, this would be the part where we get Nibiru'd, but if we don't get Nibiru'd, we're in good shape. So we do Golem's effect, summoning the Scrap effect, dumping the Nightmare, and using these 2 to summon the Lib. So you might be saying, alright, so we do Lib's effect for succession, setting it here, but we have no zones to link towards. So what do? We go ahead and link these 2 for either, if you want to do IP, or go straight to the Appaloosa, which is fine, whatever. I usually go for the Appaloosa because it's much safer. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do here. Once you finish summoning your Appaloosa, we're going to go ahead and do Succession again. Special summoning the Golem, doing Golem's effect, summoning the Scrap's effect, sending the symbol. So from here, this is where we start doing Orcust plays. We activate Nightmare in graveyard, targeting the Appaloosa, giving it a boost and an extra negate, sending, at this point, it doesn't really matter. We're going to just go ahead and send another wand, just because. We'll do Wand's effect, special summoning the Nightmare. We're going to go ahead and link these 2 off. For the Galtea. We're going to go ahead and use Galtea effect, shuffling the wand, setting the Babel, activating Babel. We're going to put it off here outside, activating Symbol, special summoning the Nightmare, because why not? Xyz for the Ding effect, targeting the symbol, putting it back, linking these 2 for the Galtea, linking these 2 for the Predaplant effect, paying that 2K, sending everything for the Dragoons. So this is the end board. Well, let me go ahead and pay for cost. But yeah, this is the end board. Pretty strong end board. It's honestly pretty decent. We have no spell and trap negation, but if we had Babel in hand, we would instead set the crescendo, which would be another negate. But we have disruption, negator right here, and disruption in graveyard with the Girsu. We have no Galatea stuff. So yeah, it's pretty insane what we got with this deck. But anyways, let me know what you think about this deck. I know this is very low quality, but this is my first time doing a video. Give me any tips, any suggestions on what you want to see next. I might do Dogmatica. I might do a box opening soon. So keep on the lookout for that. Go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, do whatever. Share this video. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. See you guys later.